Ladies and gentlemen, it is a big, weird, wild world out there, friends. And here we stand, al pie del cañón, ready for anything. I'm Rob, that's the Natch, and you're listening to...
The ProBoh Show!
That's right, boys and girls. It's your Jueves edition of the ProBoh Show. How you doing, Nessa Finessa? We've got Nessa Finessa, Born to Iron Man, Min in the chat if you want to join us live on today's show and contribute to the content. It's very, very easy. All you do is go to twitch.tv/Professional Bohemian. There you go. Could not be easier. Good morning, Pedro from Instagram. What do we have coming up in today's spectacular Jueves edition of the ProBoh Show? Well, we asked 100 humans, Natch, the elves and I, we asked them, other than a bar, where's a place that people flirt with you? Ligar, flirt. Nivelazo. Thanks, Natch. Okay, let's continue. In today's Complete the News, we asked, we find out why Republicans are worried. So we've got a little bit of American political news. And we also look at what's happening in an English zoo. But that's all in the second half, guys. So much more fun in the first half. We have another unpopular opinion. A real unpopular opinion. This is going to be another one of those unpopular opinions we think is funny, but at the end, everyone's going to think I'm a monster. You're a monster, bald man. So let's see what people are saying. Good morning, friends. Oh, no, that was my comment. I shouldn't read mine. Min is here. Born to Iron Man. Good morning, ProBoh Showers. What's up? Nothing but the sky, Born to Iron Man. Nothing but the sky. Nessa Finessa's here. She says, hello, I made it. Pedro says, today I need to leave early for a meeting. And then some annoyed emojis. So selfish. Surely bosses should know that from 8:30 to 9:30 live is the time we consume the ProBoh Show. And then for those angelic beings, for those godlike angels that hover above us, unknowable, they download the podcast, Natch. They download the podcast. They're the people responsible for making the ProBoh Show this month more downloaded than ever before. We're still very small. I mean, I say this, but we're not even in the top 5 of most downloaded shows, even on this radio station. But it warms my heart to see that we're growing, friends. And that's because of your effort, because you like the things that I make. You share the videos, you help me share the podcast. Guys, if you haven't done that yet, please do that. Go ahead, rate the show wherever you're consuming it. Leave a comment wherever. And I really appreciate it. So thank you very much. So that's what's coming up in the show. You know, let's not waste any more time. You're here. I'm here. Let's see what's going on in the world. Dude, Natch, the metro was disgusting today. You know what I mean? I felt violated like sausage meat. It was horrible. I don't know if a train was missing or something, but literally it was like sexual assault for everyone on there. I swear to God, there was a woman. She probably wasn't feeling my ass. She probably just couldn't help it in the act of breathing. You know what I mean? But it was super uncomfortable, man. And then you see 1 or 2 people still wearing masks and think to yourself, God damn it, I'm going to get the plague here. I don't know, man. Is anyone out there still wearing masks? Do you still wear a mask, Natch, at all?
Nope.
No, me neither. But I'm going to start in the metro. I'm telling you. Do you know what I mean? There's like 100 people packed in tight. Just one person coughs and everyone starts to get uncomfortable. You know, including me. Good morning, Bridge. How are you doing? Good morning, Min. All right. Let's see what's going on in the world. First of all, I wanted to salute my friends in Spain. The vast majority of our listeners are right here in Spain. Thank you, guys. That's not to say my friends in the States and in England aren't important, but the vast majority of my listeners are here in Spain. I want to salute you, friends, for potentially bringing one of the largest media producers in the world to its knees. This piece of news coming from Time Magazine. From Time Magazine, focusing in on Spain, here's the headline. Netflix loses $1 million Spanish users over password sharing policy. 1 million users, Natch. How much is it? How much is a Netflix account? €10 a month.
Yes, but if you shared it, less than no.
Well, if they lose
3 or 4.
if they've lost 1 million accounts, that's €10 million a month. I don't know. I mean, don't get me wrong. I enjoy Netflix. I love crap reality television as much as the next man. And it warms my soul to see a company being a little bit greedy and paying the price, man. I love it. Okay, let's break down a little bit of this article. Netflix Inc. lost more than 1 million users in Spain in the first 3 months of 2023, according to market research group Kantar, a sign that the streaming giant's crackdown on password sharing could backfire. In early February, Netflix introduced a $5.99 monthly fee for users in Spain who shared their login details with another household and technical measures to detect such sharing. Do you share your password, Natch?
No, I'm one of the the guys that quit.
Really?
Mm-hmm.
Did you?
I was sharing it and not anymore.
Have you replaced Have you replaced Netflix with another service?
No, because I can't see.
Yeah, I hear you, dude. It's expensive. You want to watch everything that's on TV right now? You're going to be spending like €70 a month. You've got HBO, Disney, Netflix, Amazon. I mean, come on. Who has that kind of money? You know, who has that kind of money? How are you doing? Let's see what people are saying. Nessa says the metro is terrible. I understand what you say about the mask. Yeah, I think I'm going to start wearing a mask in the morning, man. I'm going to be one of those people that... because that's the thing. You're without a mask and you feel vulnerable. You put the mask on and everybody looks at you like, you know, you have the plague. But maybe that's a good thing, Natch. Maybe people won't be feeling my ass on the metro tomorrow if I'm wearing a mask. You know, I'm not complaining, but it's getting warm outside and eventually I'm going to be wearing shorts. Anyway, I see where I stand, says Min. Dancing Drug says, I pay $25 for the top tier sub, but I'm downgrading because other users can't use it anymore. You and a bunch of other people, Dancing Drug. You and a bunch of other people. It used to be so economical, right? You get one account, share it between 4 people. Or if you're like me, you date one girl with Netflix, get the password, break up, and use it for a couple of years. And now I can't do that. It's true, Natch? I'm going to have to delete the app from my phone. Oh, woe is me. Min says, I'd give that answer too on live radio, Natch. Don't worry. We know the truth. Natch is not a pirate. Most of us who work in the media, we're not media pirates. In fact, so I was having a conversation with someone. Do you have an ad blocker for when you watch YouTube, Natch?
No.
A lot of people do, so they can block the video ads. And I don't do that. Someone recommended one to me over the weekend, and I said, no. Look, I know what it is to be a content creator, and and to be looking hard for that little bit of ad revenue. I don't mind. I can always skip the ad, or if I'm feeling extra generous, I'll go to the bathroom and let it play 100% so the creator gets some money. Don't use ad block on YouTube, guys. Just as a favor to Uncle Rob, because the creators there work hard and they deserve a little bit of that ad revenue. It's how you support creators without directly having to give them money. Just saying. Not judging you if you use ad blockers, but I'm just saying. I am judging you, really. I turned off ad blocker for YouTube and Twitch, but it's on for everything else. Yeah, there you go, man. That's the way to do it. Because, I mean, let's be fair. Twitch is Amazon, and YouTube is Google. To Alphabet, let's say. Two of the largest companies in the world. But the revenue split is very important for creators. Very important. Later on other websites, you block that stuff, and I completely understand that because, geez, it's just so pervasive. You know, and I feel like online advertising doesn't even really work nowadays. There is evidence to suggest that. There is a really great case study of Uber when they stopped their brand marketing. Was it Uber? I can't even remember now. They stopped their brand marketing online, and they saw zero repercussion, because what happens is you end up seeing ads for products you're already going to buy or that you've already bought. A good example is Adobe. Like, I pay for the Adobe suite because I actually work on media production outside of my job. So, and I pay, and it's expensive. It's like €700-800 a year, and I pay for that. And I see almost every other advert is an advert for an Adobe product that I already pay for. You know. Anyway, so yeah, that's Spain abandoning Netflix, it looks like, in droves. Let's look at some other news. I want to talk about work, Natch. Me and you were going to talk about work for a little while. Why would I talk about work on this beautiful, beautiful morning? Well, because there have been a lot of studies cropping up recently. In the show yesterday, the lunchtime show, Richard mentioned an article he saw about Gen Z being the most difficult to work with. Interesting, and I actually found that article and wanted to talk about it today. Gen Z staff are found to be the most difficult generation to work with. As you know, I have this love affair with Generation Z. I think they are way more creative than the previous generation, and even Generation X, my generation. I have this love affair with Gen Z. I admire them. Here's to break down a little bit of this article. According to a study, Gen Zers are the most difficult generation to work with. Resume Builder surveyed 1,344 people in managerial positions across different industries in the US, and they were asked what it was like to work with staff born in 1997 and later. Around 49% declared people in Generation Z to be challenging to work with, while a jaw-dropping, a surprising 79% said that they were the toughest generation to have in the workplace. We don't have anyone from Gen Z. Maximum, we have Andrea that's a millennial. No, we don't have anyone from Gen Z in our workforce. But I feel like this is a problem of management. I'm going to be honest with you. If you can't inspire a person, don't blame it on the person. You know, I mean, it's a managerial problem. But I did a little further digging, and I came across from Business Insider a really interesting article. A growing sense of inequity is undermining trust in both societies, institutions, and capitalism, according to a long-running global survey. We've mentioned this before. We mentioned this last year. The Elderman Trust Barometer. Do you remember that, Natch? Yes. I know, because we talk about this constantly. Natch doesn't remember it. This is the article is titled 2023 People No Longer Believe Working Hard Will Lead to a Better Life. Is Gen Z the problem? Let's be serious for a second. We're so good at pointing the finger generationally. Oh, you know, this generation is lazy. No, we screwed the world up for this generation. I mean, let's face it. So many kids right now are studying in university for jobs that won't exist by the time they leave. You know, it used to be a university degree in some way guaranteed you a position of work at the end. Now it doesn't. Now let that sink in. So you're going to get yourself into a massive amount of debt to come out the other side with no guarantees of work. What's the point? Don't blame Gen Z for being lazy. If anything, blame us for ruining the workplace. Or if you're gonna make them responsible for something, make them responsible for being clever enough to understand that the system is broken. In my mind. And again, guys, I'm chief idiot among us, so my opinion is not worth the paper it is written on. It's just an opinion. Let's see what people are saying. Min says, I turned off ad block. Oh, no, I read that one. I'm not difficult to work with. You're difficult to work under. Exactly. Min, I think you just nailed it there. Are Gen Z entitled? Or are we the entitled ones expecting them to bust their ass for no real recognition, for a poor wage? I don't know. It's a difficult... I mean, economically, we're under... Or we're entering or we're in a recession, depending on which economist you follow, right? Inflation is very high. What does that mean? Basically means our money is less valuable, you know? Now, if you put your money in a high interest... Say you had 10,000 euros, Nat, you put it in a high interest savings account. One of those where you can't touch it. You put it in there, it's in there for a year. That money will gain 4% interest. Around. Okay? Inflation is at 7%. So either way, your money is 3% less valuable when you get it out at the end of the year. You know, what are we talking about? You're gonna blame Gen Z for capitalism failing. Okay, fair play. If that's what you want to do, if you want to be that naive, go ahead and do that. Okay, comrades, let's change the subject. I'm getting quite socialist right now. I don't mind, whatever. As you know, I'm only a capitalist around tax season. Okay, let's see. Pedro, my sons are Gen Z and they're hard to be parented, not to mention to work with. They have a lot of virtues, maybe too entitled, but they don't believe in hard work. And their parents, grandparents, etc. work their asses off to give them a life standards that is best in their generations. Pedro, that's Pedro from Instagram. Yeah, I can see where you're coming from. Look, but it doesn't mean Gen Z are lazy. Disillusioned, I would say, is a better word. At least from the Gen Zers that I know. And as you know, I have this weird fascination with Gen Z. I think they're, you know, I think it's a great generation. I think it's the generation that the millennials wished they were. Okay, I'm going to get so much hate after today's show, Natch. I don't even care. Okay, let's continue. Hartstead, how you doing? He says, I don't know. I've seen too many friends, family just take advantage of their parents and family. Yeah, okay. Okay, and you're talking specifically about Gen Zers. See, this is where my knowledge runs a little dry in terms of personal experience. Because I have no Gen Zers in my team. I did a couple of years ago. And they were really hard workers and really great. They weren't at first. But, you know, it took a little while to get their engines revved and motors running. But once they were motivated, I found them... You know, maybe they didn't go an extra mile, but they certainly went every mile that was asked of them. And they were very creative and good people. Let's see. Min says, true, but then companies decided that wages didn't need to grow at the same speed as productivity or the cost of living. So why would we work hard if we ourselves barely see an increase in our lives, but the company we work for sees an extra $1 billion each year? Can we get a ProBoh approved?
ProBoh approved.
Oh, amen to that. Look, it's very easy for us who are in Gen X, for example, in my case, to say these Gen Zers. I mean, we're employed now. For those of you in a position where you've been to university and you've worked your way up in a company to a position of management, it's very easy for us to say, oh, these guys are lazy. Because the dream maybe not has worked. It maybe hasn't worked to the extent as it's worked for the 1% or even the top 10% or even the top 40%. You know, I mean, even if you're even if you class yourself as middle class, you're not doing as well as a working class person in terms of standard of living in the 70s. And that's a fact, guys. It's a fact. You know what I mean? So these kids, you know what I mean? I don't think they're lazy. I just think they're disillusioned. Nessa Finessa, I think it's both. We are responsible for part of it, but you can't take off all their responsibility. That is very true. Look at that. Nessa Finessa providing some balance. Can we get a ProBoh approved?
That gets the ProBoh stamp of approval.
Natch, I would like the ProBoh approved to sound more like a televangelist audience saying amen. Can I get a ProBoh approved? ProBoh approved. Okay, sorry, I've drunk too much coffee this morning. Here we go. Hartstead, everyone believes they're worth more money than they're paid. That is also very true. And in many cases there are. I mean, what you've got to understand is, like, wages haven't risen with inflation, at least here in Spain. You know what I mean? And if you've got a half-decent job and you can make ends meet, if you can, get to the end of the month and pay your bills and maybe have a little left over for a little bit of fun around your work time, then, then you're actually in a winning block, because most people can't do that. Most people are struggling to survive. And I think when we say, things aren't as bad as they say, it's because you're being too naive. You're not the one in university studying for a job that's probably going to disappear. You're not the one who has just paid God knows how many thousands of euros, dollars, pounds to get an education that will serve you nothing in the workplace. That's not you. That's this generation. It's easy to point the finger, is what I'm saying, because, look, I understand the balance, and you're perfectly right, you guys. You know what I mean? In many cases, you look at Gen Z, you think, oh, geez, these guys are lazy. I was quite lazy prior to university. I was quite lazy. I think that's just being young. Anyway, on that note, guys, let's go to today's unpopular opinion.
Unpopular opinion.
Man, we got spicy today, Natch. We were spicy right out of the gate. Okay, so let's look at today's unpopular opinion. What is an unpopular opinion? Well, friends, it's a brain fart, un pedo cerebral, un pedo mental. I share it with you on my social media, specifically my Instagram, which is @professionalbohemian, @professionalbohemian, bohemio profesional, pero en inglés. Vamos, so easy. Today's unpopular opinion was wrapping presents. Gift wrapping, we call the paper. But wrapping presents is stupid. It's a waste of time. Wrapping presents is stupid. I believe Nessa Vanessa, who's in the chat, actually sent me a message in regards to this. We're going to read it right now. I actually got a few messages. We'll go over all of them. Whenever I wrap up a gift, I do it very thoughtfully and with lots of love as part of the gift itself. Usually add a scent or some kind of aromatic herb, she says. And then she goes on to say, not that one, Rob. Not the aromatic herb you're thinking of. And I'm thinking, damn, because that's a perfect gift. It's the gift that keeps on giving, Natch. All right. So let's read some more. Let's read some more comments. I don't get them all on Instagram. I get them from everywhere. So I tend to cut and paste them into my chat here. Why even bother wrapping gifts? It's just a waste of paper and time. Just hand it over and save the planet. That's from Sam. Jane, come on, wrapping gifts shows you put some effort into it. It's a sweet way to make someone feel special. Plus, it's a part of the gift-giving tradition. And then Taylor says, gift bags, seriously. Just pop the gift in a reusable bag and call it a day. It's not rocket science. Save time, money, and the environment. Win-win. All right. People are already, hot topic. People care about gift wrap. Okay, chat, you're doing God's work. Give me some messages to read in a second. First of all, we're going to turn to the elves and see their pros and cons. So in the pro column, agreeing with the fact that wrapping gifts is stupid. Gift wrapping uses paper, tape, and other materials that often end up in the trash, contributing to environmental waste. Wrapping gifts can be time-consuming, especially during busy holiday seasons or when multiple gifts need to be wrapped. The primary purpose of gift wrapping is to conceal a gift's content, which serves a limited function and is quickly discarded once the gift is open. Purchasing gift-wrapped ribbons and other decorative elements can add unnecessary cost to gift giving. And then disagreeing with the fact, the elves did good work today, Natch. I'm gonna let them eat something today and maybe give them 10 seconds of sunshine. 5, it's not Christmas. Okay, In the con column, this is agreeing with it. Wrapped gifts demonstrate thought and effort, creating a visually appealing presentation that enhances the gift-giving experience. Gift wrapping adds an element of surprise and anticipation. Gift wrapping is a long-standing tradition in many cultures, serving as a way to show respect and appreciation, and wrapping a gift allows for creative expression and personalization, making the gift more special. Okay, guys, I'm not going to tell you whether this is right or wrong. You're going to tell me. I'm going to post a poll in the chat, and we'll find out. Is wrapping a gift stupid? Is it not? I don't know, but you guys do. Friends, so many things you could have been doing this morning. An infinite number of things. But let me tell you something, guys. You guys took the time to spend some time with Natch and I, and it means the world. See you in a few minutes. Hey guys, if you'd like to support the show, you can do so on Patreon. That's patreon.com/professional bohemian. There you'll find VODs of the episodes as they are recorded live, blogs, vlogs, and behind-the-scenes content. If you'd like to watch the show live, you can do so on twitch.tv/professional bohemian, and you can participate in the polls we use in the show on Instagram @professional bohemian or Twitter @ProBoh, ProBoh. Okay, on with the show. Ladies and gentlemen, welcome back to the show. It is currently 9 a.m. If you're lucky enough to be joining us live on the radio or our angelic live audience right here in the chat. Welcome to Chris Valrol and, of course, all the people who are still here. Hartstead, Nessa Vanessa, oh my God, so many of you guys, so many of you. I can't read out all the names. Guys, a lot of people watching, only a few people typing. Don't be nervous. We love your opinions. This whole show is dedicated to the friendly exchange of ideas, guys. I'm the first one to admit that I might be wrong about 100% of the things I say. But, you know what I mean? I believe there's a space in the media where we can just talk about ideas and the way we feel about things. And we can be wrong, and it doesn't matter. I am certainly not the gatekeeper of the truth, guys. You know what I mean? All right, so if you've just tuned in, what did you miss? We spoke about Netflix losing 1 million users since they cracked down on password sharing. Then we moved on to speak about Gen Z. Really more about the working environment. We looked at one article that came from the survey by Resume Builder that found that Gen Z were the most difficult generation to work with. But then I kind of tried to provide a little balance there, looking at the Elderman Trust Barometer research, saying that people just, and this is not just Gen Z, people just don't believe that working hard leads to a better life anymore. And you know, in many respects, I think that's true. You know, that's true. When all of us are working to make a few people even richer, you know, look at oil and gas companies with record profits. You know, telecommunication companies with record profits, huge bonuses right at the top of the pyramid. Whereas Natch and I are here, you know, at the bottom, scraping through the mud, providing quality content in your ears. Right, Natch? Yes. Okay, and then we went on to today's unpopular opinion, which was wrapping paper is dumb. Wrapping paper is stupid. It's a waste of time, waste of resources. How do I feel on this subject? I'll let you know later. Did I say the results from the Instagram poll, Natch? I don't think I did, no? All right, on Instagram, what do you think? What do you think people said?
They said yes, true.
They said true. 77% said false, Natch. So we're a sentimental group of people. I'm not going to reveal my real thoughts on this until we've gone through some comments that people left through the chat, and God, there were some good ones. Okay. I don't believe it's stupid. It's tradition and part of the experience, said Hartstead. Great point. It is definitely part of the gift-giving, receiving experience, you know. Min, surprise and anticipation are the part of the fun of getting gifts. Again, great point. Pedro, wrapping presents is a pain in the ass, but my wife loves them wrapped and loves to wrap them. Nessa says, Nessa thought I was going to go that way. Being anti-gift wrapping. Would definitely go for a more environmentally friendly option, says Min. Hartstead said, I can't remember who it was who left that comment, but he says, I like the person talking about the environmental impact. I wonder how often they replace their mobile phone. Oof. Woof. Let's give him a ProBoh approved.
ProBoh approved.
Hallelujah. Yeah, I mean, look, one of the biggest waste problems right now is technological waste. You know, it's not paper. In many cases, paper can be recycled quite easily. But you know, we've seen through God knows how much news that glass, not as much glass, plastic, or technology is recycled as much as we believe it is. A tiny percentage of it is. Let's continue. Pedro says, are the elves Gen Z? They are. That's why there's so many of them. But don't worry, they're locked in a cupboard. I give them 2 minutes of sunlight every day. They did a good job today. They get 5. Don't get too excited, elves. Let's see. Hartstead. What do you mean, Rob? You're paying me to be here. I didn't choose this. Not true, but I appreciate you, Hartstead. Thanks for being here. I use recycled stuff to wrap presents. I'm just imagining now receiving a gift from Nessa Vanessa wrapped in yesterday's newspaper. But I appreciate you, Nessa. Thank you. Same like dirty underwear, says Min. Oh, God. Imagine receiving a gift wrapped in someone's dirty underwear. My God. Nessa makes a good point here, though. This made me laugh during the break. Well, some people pay for buy dirty underwear. Just saying. It's true. Dude, if I ever do open an OnlyFans, you guys are giving me some great ideas. Here we go. You're saying I could be rich, says Min. I mean, something tells me that mine and your underwear isn't going to sell that much. Especially not mine. It's like full of holes. Okay, anyway, where were we? All I need to do is change into an attractive woman, says Min. Yeah, that's it. That's all you have to do. Good morning, Chris Valrol, just joining us right now. Pedro had to leave for his meeting. Wap, wap, wow. Rob, we will be with you through thick and thin, says the bridge. Oh, ProBoh approved. That's a ProBoh approved.
ProBoh approved.
There ever was one. That's one. Best way to get a raise these days is to get a similar job at a different company for more money. Yeah, wow. We'll circle back to that. Completely off topic, but do you accept commissions for your paintings? I do not, Hartstead. In fact, I haven't painted in a while. I'm in the middle of a massive project at work, and it's not leaving me much time around the sides to do any artwork. Sadly. But I will get back to it. Glass is fine for recycling. No, the problem is all the stuff that gets painted or stuck onto the glass that makes it difficult to smelt it again in a good way. I read the other day, Min, that glass recycling is not actually as... not as much glass as we think gets recycled. And we all know about plastics, right? We actually did a report on the show saying that a shockingly small amount of plastics that are put into recycling actually get recycled. How are you doing, Andrea Vaughan? Oh, my God. It's Andy from the Lunchtime Show, Natch. We have a celebrity in the chat. It's Andrea Vaughan from the Lunchtime Show. How are you doing, Andy? People not wanting my underwear is because they don't know they couldn't afford such a fine piece of ass. Says Min. All right, should we reveal the vote? Let's do it, Natch. Let's get a little drum roll. Okay, wrapping gifts is stupid. True or false? 60% false. 60% false. You're saying, sure, bald man, what do you know? And you know what? You're completely right. And let me tell you something. There is something so satisfying at Christmas seeing a present wrapped underneath the tree, you know, and knowing it's got your name on it, and it's a box, a generic shape, you don't know what it is. Oh, and then that beautiful moment of peeling off the paper and seeing what's inside and realizing it's socks and feeling disappointed and getting drunk. No, I mean, wrapping paper is part of the tradition, isn't it? I mean, is it the wrapping paper or is it the anticipation? Is there another way we could do that? Maybe not putting gifts under the tree. Maybe not having gifts out on display. You know what I mean? Because if you're just going to give the gift and it's already wrapped, then you've wrapped that gift for 3 seconds of anticipation? And if you're anything like me, when I was a kid, I was way more fascinated with the paper and the box than I was the actual gift. Like a cat. Okay, Hartstead says, just out of morbid curiosity, I want to see Rob in a toupee. I can't imagine him with hair. Maybe one day I'll surprise you. I do have wigs. I'm not going to tell you why. What I do on my weekend is my business. Chris Valroll, sometimes I think about how many stupid things we do. I mean humans. Wrapping presents could be one of them. On the other hand, it could be beautiful, so maybe it's not that stupid. Yeah, I know. Yeah, I'm with you. I'm totally in the grey area here. Like, my lizard brain says, why? What's the point? You could just put it in a brown paper bag. Still give the same amount of anticipation, if that's really the function of it. But I don't think that is the function, right? I think the actual function is to show that you care. That's why you spend so long wrapping a gift. You know what I mean? I hate wrapping gifts. I'm going to be honest with you. This is why this came up. I was thinking about mine and Natch's birthday. We share a birthday. They don't pay us enough to have one each. So we share a birthday. And our birthday is coming up, and I was just thinking about presents and wrapping, and I got depressed thinking about Christmas when you have to wrap up gifts. It's just the worst. And it is a bit of a waste, and I'm not very good at it. I'm one of the messiest wrappers ever. You know, there's always little slivers of the actual box, and, whatever. But the time you spend and the time you take to do that, it means something. It means something, because the more valuable thing is not the money you spend on the wrapping paper or the money that you spend on the gift, but the time you spend on it. Am I right? I think so. So yeah. I'm kind of in agreement with the vote right here on Twitch. Is it a bit stupid? Yeah, maybe in the range of 40%. But as you guys say, probably about 60% worth the effort. And on that note, friends, we're going to go to 100 humans. All right, friends. I got a comment yesterday, Natch. I got a comment from someone. They said, Rob, why didn't you didn't say that you walked on over mountains and through river valleys? Why? And I said, well, because I got the metro yesterday. But today, guys, my God, it was a long walk to work. Through mountain peaks and river valleys, and I encountered 100 humans, and I asked them all a question. Today's question was, other than a bar, name a place where it's common that someone will flirt with you. Flirt, ligar. Other than a bar, un path, name a place where someone will flirt with you. I asked them that question, my friends. They gave me their answers. And I'm in possession of the 7 most popular answers right here. Your job is to identify the top 7 answers. Let's see what people are saying. In the Discord of the Lunchtime Show, there's a picture of young Rob with hair. True story. The Bridge is making a request that I wear a wig with dreadlocks. The time means something. Less time for other things. Says the Bridge. Fair point. Talks about how we got molested on the metro. Didn't take the metro, says me. Yeah, I mean, maybe I was talking about yesterday. Look, don't screw with my headcanon, man. I wouldn't know. I can't step 1 foot outside my door without hot women throwing themselves at me, says Hartstead. My God. Half your luck, my dude. Through mountain peaks with a bulldozer and TNT, says the Bridge. Okay, here we go. We have some answers, Natch. Okay, what do you think? Name a place other than a bar where it's common that someone will flirt with you.
Your workplace?
Your place of work. Interesting. Min says work. Nessa says work as well. Is workplace or school, whatever, wherever you're at. Workplace. Is it there? Yes, it is. Well done. Well done, guys. Killing it. You guys are killing it. Workplace. And guess what, my friends? With 33 of 100 humans, it's the number one answer. My God. Nessa, Min, and the Natch bringing it home with the number one answer right out of the gate. Okay, let's see. Min continues with a party. You know, I go to a party, Min says, and I get flirted with. It's impossible for anyone to flirt with me at a party. Usually I'm either outside smoking for the whole party. Dude, the Vaughan Christmas party, when there were Vaughan Christmas parties, Natch. Dude, the real party was outside with Kike. Okay, a party. Is a party there? Yes, it is. Well done. Well done. My God, Min's on fire. It's his to lose right now. First and second. Let's see. Chris Valroll, off the top of my head, I'd say at work. Oh, wow, Chris Valroll as well. At least in my experience. What kind of experience are people having at work, Natch? See, that's the problem. I work so close to the Natch that any romantic attention falls to him. It's like staring at the sun. You know what I mean? I'm just the fat, blobby, bald man that makes Natch look even sexier. Sorry, I didn't mean to make you spit out your water. My bad, Natch. Okay, let's continue. So, at the grocery store says Hartstead. So close. You know what? I'm going to give it to you, Hartstead. Well done. You know what? Shopping. It says here shopping centre. You're at a grocery store shopping. Well, you're shopping. Shopping is there. Well done, Hartstead. It's actually the third most popular answer. Well done. Well done. Okay. Let's continue. Wow, the bridge said your place of work as well. Okay, Andy's here. She said shopping too. She also said work. Andy says the bank. The bank. Jeez, it's good to be Andrea Vaughan, right? At the bank. No one flirts with me at the bank. As soon as they see my bank account, I become 100% less sexy. Is the bank there? No, it's not. It's not there. Sorry. Okay, let's continue. In a chat room, says Nessa. Andy said the internet as well. So is there anything internet related? No, there isn't. Sorry, guys. Good answer, but not there. Public transport. Is public transport there? Public transport. It's not there. Sorry, guys. It's not there. All right, let's continue. The bridge also says place of work. Yeah, Andy's being flirted with everywhere. I don't know. It's good to be her, man. Okay. Nessa Finessa says the gym. Andrea concurs. She says the gym also. The gym. You get flirted with in the gym. No one... Dude, what is it with these people, Natch? I've never been flirted... I'm just look like I look like a sweaty potato in the gym. Why would people flirt with anyone in there? It's gross. Is the gym there? Yes, it is. Well done. Dude, that's the worst. Not only is that the worst place to try and flirt with someone, it would be the most uncomfortable place to be flirted with my big red tomato head while I'm exerting myself. Okay, so the gym is there. 12 of 100 humans said that. Let's continue. The bridge says shop. We've also got supermarket. No more. There are no more shopping related ones here. Hartstead said college. Work and school were kind of related. That was the top answer. Natch flirts with you all the time, Rob, says Min. Oh, I wish. People make contact with people they don't know when they're out shopping, says Min. Yeah, in this day and age, you don't flirt with anyone at any time. You just hang around in the orbit of sexually attractive people and hope that some pollen falls on you. That's modern flirting, friends. Okay, let's see. They do, and it's weird, says Hartstead, flirting in the gym. Okay. A queue. I'm looking for a place rather than... Well, I suppose a queue can be a place, can't it, as well as an activity. Is a queue there? No, it's not. You're only missing 3, guys. Natch and I are going to speedrun this in a second. Okay. A queue. I'm there for the donuts, not the conversation. Leave me be, says Min. Concerts and events. Concerts and events. Can't accept that one. No, it's not there. Sorry, Hartstead. I think being a woman changes some things, Rob, says Min. Yeah, probably. Chris Valroll. Wow, I love this one. It's a great answer. At weddings. You know you can see that. You know, if you're not the one getting married, you're thinking, this is a nice event. I could have one of these. Is a wedding there? You know what? I'm going to accept that. Yes, it's there. Of course, there are many ways and many places you can get married, but one of the answers here is church. And I'm assuming people aren't flirting with people at baptisms. If anything, you go to the baptism, then you immediately go and buy condoms. No way. A church is there. 10 of 100 humans. It's 5th place. Okay. Let's see. Rob, I think you just don't recognize when you're being flirted with. Maybe. I don't know. I don't know. I don't think... Yeah, could be. I don't know. I just assume that never happens. Hartstead says family reunions. Hartstead! Don't stop flirting with your family. This is... You know what I mean? We're in Europe right now. This is my mother. She's also my auntie. And my daughter and my sister. Family reunions is... Look, hey man, you live your life the way you want to live it. I support you 100%. Is family reunions there? No, it's not. It's not there. Okay, in the park. In the park, says Andy. In the park. Is the park there? Yes, it is! Well done. Min says funerals. Come on, that we can group that together with churches. Min! You know, if the guy's died, you get there's at least one single lady there. Come on, Min. Funerals. So we have in a club, in church, bachelorette party, in my dreams, all great answers. Give yourselves a round of applause, but none of them there. There is one more. The least popular answer in position number 7. I'm going to give you a clue, Natch. People will go to this place to tan their skin, to dip their feet in the water. You probably don't want to go any further than that because sand gets everywhere. What am I talking about?
In a beach?
On the beach. Well done. Oh my God. The Natch for the win. Let's very quickly run down the top 7 answers. I asked 100 people to name a place other than a bar you get flirted with. In position number 7, we had the beach with 6 of 100 humans. In position number 6, with 7 of 100 humans, was park. In position number 5, we had the church. In a church. Jeez Louise, you guys getting desperate. In a church. Okay, in position number 4, we had the gym. In position number 3, while shopping in a shopping centre, supermarket, In position number 2, at a party. And finally, congratulations to Nessa, Min, and the Natch. In position number 1 was work or school. Well done. Okay, we have to be really quick and do at least one complete the news.
Complete the news!
Okay, how does this work? I'm going to give you a news headline and miss out some important information. All you have to do is complete the news by writing A, B, or C. Okay, here we go. We have to be quick with this one. Republicans are worried that legalizing marijuana will blank. Republicans are worried that legalizing marijuana will blank. Is it A, put police dogs out of work? Is it B, lead to a fall in productivity? Or is it C, lead to a rise in obesity? Okay, here we go. Again, Republicans are worried that legalizing marijuana will blank. Is it A, put police dogs out of work? Is it B, lead to a fall in productivity? Or is it C, lead to a rise in obesity? What do you think, Natch?
See?
Lead to a rise in obesity. In my case, yes. But almost everyone will lead people to liking the ProBoh Show, says Hartstead. ProBoh approved for you, sir. We have a couple of A's. I will salute you, Chris Valraw, for being the only person to say A, putting police dogs out of work. A C there. C makes so much sense, says Andy. But most of the people are saying B, lead to a fall in productivity. Let's get a drum roll, Natch. This piece of news coming from Vice.com. Republicans are worried that legalizing marijuana will put police dogs out of work. Poor dogs need to work too, my friends. Republicans desperate to save canines' jobs following marijuana legislation seem to have forgotten that unemployment is, in fact, the default state of dogs. Again, all the links I've used for today, guys, if you want to dive into these pieces of news yourself, will be on my Patreon. That's patreon.com/professional bohemian friends. What a show. So many things you could have been doing today, but instead of doing those things, you took the time to spend some time with me, and it means the absolute world. Thank you so much, and I will see you tomorrow.